Every Friday after I'd go urchin hunting, I had a little get together for my crew. It was real important for me to take care of my guys. They worked real hard for me, and I was very appreciative of that. So if we met quota and we got aircraft out, which we always did, my guys were great. Almost all of them were from the Philippines. I'd have a party for them there and buy food and beer and have a big barbecue, you know, music, play cards. And I'd always play poker with them out by the seashore side. I mean, my place was literally on Iron Bottom Sound, right next to the ocean. And I grew to really like a beer called San Miguel Pale Pilsner, a very famous Filipino beer, and it was really good, not very powerful and easy to drink. And I'd had several of those, of course, you know, as the night goes on, eating my barbecue and drinking my San Mig, and didn't think about it. And the guys brought some more cold beer out, and of course I'm not going to say no. There's nothing better to do, play poker and eat barbecue and sip on some beer. Well, it was getting late and I was really feeling wore out, and decided it was time to retire. And I don't remember much after that. I woke up the next morning and it was like a scene of CSI investigation. There's blood on the floor, I'm cut all to pieces, I'm hurt. My ribs are most definitely broken, and I'm scared to death that I have, one, hurt or even killed somebody. There's been a bad fight, and I'm feeling terrible, because the last thing I ever want to do is hurt anybody, and much less my guys. So I stand up and I'm breathing, and I could just feel my ribs clicking. They were broke bad. I still have a hole in my side over here to this day from that. And I go hauling out of my room and go to the hangar, and I'm like, is everybody okay? Have I hurt anybody? Please tell me I didn't hurt anybody. Is everybody okay? And they're like, Boss Mike, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Who else was in this fight? And I'm like, Boss, there was no fight. You stood up and fell backwards off the seawall onto the rocks by the ocean, and none of us could pick you up and get you back up on shore again. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it's our fault. After your third or fourth beer, we switched you to Red Horse. I'm like, what in the world is Red Horse? And apparently it's an 8 or 10% alcohol by volume beer that tastes suspiciously like San Meg Pale Pilsner. So I did not know, but they slipped me some real high test beer, which I was not used to, and basically stood up and fell over backwards into the ocean, landing on the seawall, broken rocks, and broke my ribs. And they said they called for everybody. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't pull Mikey out of the water again. So they went to get even more people to get me out of the ocean. And at that time, apparently, I came back to enough, crawled up the seawall, walked past them bleeding and broken, and said, time for bed, fellas. And that was it. And off to bed I went. In a million pieces, but thankfully hurting nobody but myself. And that was the Red Horse story.